With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Opening kickoff of the game. I can't believe we saw that. I guess, Charles, that's something as a coach you go in premeditated, right? Maybe you saw something on film.
Phenomenal job, and what a beginning to this game. What else do you think we have in store for us today?
Excited to find out. Just getting the party started here with a recovered onside kick. On 1st and 10, Williams. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Leo Chanel gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Williams. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Mahomes going to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Williams loses the football. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Sanders will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Mahomes now on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the backup, Darren McFadden. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, check that.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Williams.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw, Williams.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw, Williams.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Williams.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action, Williams. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Looking to throw, Williams. Left side here to Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll look to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Ray Nitschke. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Williams on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here's Williams throwing on 4th down. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First down, a run with McFadden.
Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
It's a gain of 4 that time. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Davis going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Davis again.
And Davis gets in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead.
Just testing. Okay, we're almost got to the Super Bowl. I think I got to do the stream again for the finale. So let's go over the team real quick. Got Justin Jefferson, new Justin Jefferson with the 77 Super Bowl. Got the new Darren McFadden. Identifier with Taylor Moton. It's 95 overall team. Linebackers are the same. Using Evans at cornerback with KO. Justin Reed on the right with KO. Ronnie Lott has KO, and Adderley has KO, and it's really helps with defense. The slot may be Williams. And Brown. And we're using Jones in the middle. Jones in the middle with two linebackers with Clark Garders on each linebacker, and then Adams. Adams is also playing in the slot with Williams. Parnham, he's tall, he plays good in the middle with Wildman. Ray Nitschke has defensive rally. Using Eagles, Colts offense, Washington defense. I guess I'll do a tutorial, maybe an updated tutorial for it. Spinner, trying to get help with man coverage, and using the Chiefs team. So, yeah, I will try and do the finale. I'm kind of tired at some point. Tomorrow, most likely sometime. See if we get another Super Bowl with the same team. So, nothing else at this time. Have a good day.